As you might have seen from my previous videos, for the past month I've been traveling. I went to Japan and China. Honestly, had the best time of my life. But now that I'm back home, it's time to get back into routine. Throughout the week, I'm constantly between my house and my boyfriend's house, and instead of fueling my body correctly, a lot of the times I'll just choose something that's convenient. So I really love to meal prep so that I've got options and I can just grab them and run. So before I filmed this intro, I ran to the shops and got everything I'm gonna need for this video. Obviously, this isn't a whole bunch of food because we have a lot of ingredients just in the house. I live in an Italian household. We always have food, but I just randomly picked things that I felt like this week and I went and picked them up. Let me give you guys a little haul. I needed a few little snacks for the side, so I got this popcorn and my favorite, like, healthier sour bear lollies. So I got them. I also love the Fun Day lollies. I just pick up whatever I feel like every time, and I just felt like sour lollies this morning, so that's what I got. And then I'm thinking for like lunches slash dinners, this is mainly going to be dinner, but sometimes I do eat my meal prepped dinner for lunch some days. If I'm going to my boyfriend's for dinner or something, I'll just have it for lunch and then I'll have whatever we're having at his for dinner. I never let my meal prep go to waste, so I just swap between lunches and dinners. But I got this red lentil pasta. This is really good because it's obviously high in carbs, but it's also high in protein and fiber. 2 protein yogurts. You'll see what one of them's for in a second. I also got this big thing of cottage cheese. I've never actually had the Woolies brand of cottage cheese before. I usually get the other brand that's there, but I needed a lot, so I got that. And then I got this chicken Caesar salad. This is gonna be prepped for my lunch. I'm gonna make like Caesar salad wraps with like rice paper rolls, so this is gonna last me a few days. And to bump up the protein for that, I got some shredded chicken. I wouldn't recommend getting these ones over the deli ones. I usually get the deli ones, but I went up to the deli and I asked for $3 to $4 worth of chicken. She puts her hand in, she gets the biggest amount of chicken ever. It was like $12. $12 is ridiculous because I could just buy a thing of chicken and then divvy it up myself, freeze some so I don't waste it. But I don't need $12 of chicken. This is for my lunches for like 3 days. I don't need that. So I said to her, oh, can I have less? Because I asked for $3. So then she gets her bare raw dog hands, picks out the chicken, puts it back, and then it's still $9 worth of chicken. And she goes, oh, is it okay if it's a little bit over? Yeah, it's fine if it's a little bit over, but a little bit over $3 is like $4 or $5. Not $9 still of chicken. That's 3 times the amount that I asked for. So I was like, yeah, but like, could you just take a little bit out? She gets her raw dog hand again, puts it in the chicken, takes it out. This, like, at this point, I'm not eating this chicken regardless. So I spoke to one of the workers and I asked if I could give it back because I couldn't eat that. It was $9 worth of chicken that had been fondled by some lady's hand. So I couldn't bring myself to go back to the deli and get more because she was still working. So I got this, which was I think like $6 anyway, but at least it hasn't been touched by every man and his dog. Then I got some tomato paste and some extra lean beef mince because for my dinners, I'm going to make sort of like a spaghetti moment with this pasta. Some strawberries because that's what I'm making for my breakfasts with the cottage cheese, and half of this is also going in the pasta. I wanted to make like this cheesecake overnight chia pudding situation, and I was meant to buy biscuits, but I forgot. So let's see what we've got because that's the only thing that like I was truly meant to buy. I'm just gonna get out all of my extra ingredients. I'm gonna start with my breakfast. Guys, I did it. I found these McVitie's Marie biscuits. First step is we're gonna blend all of this cottage cheese. We need the cottage cheese for both our breakfasts and our spaghetti. So I'm gonna blend this whole thing. Give me a little taste. Delectable. I am gonna blend that just with a little bit of milk so that it's not too thick. That looks really good to me because I want it to be sort of thick like cheesecake. Okay, so I've added a cup of our cottage cheese mix and a cup of milk. And now I'm just gonna add, it's about a tablespoon of PB2, just for more of like a caramelly cheesecake sort of flavor. And then we're gonna add sugar-free maple syrup. I don't really measure anything. We just want it to taste sweet. We don't want it to taste savory. We still want it to have a cheesy flavor, but we don't want it to taste super savory. Okay, that's delicious, but I do about 1/3 of a cup of our cottage cheese mixture. So for 1/2 cup of liquid, we do 2 tablespoons. So we need about minimum of 8. But I also want to add a little bit of psyllium husk just for some extra fiber. Okay, so now we're going to make up all of our breakfast. So basically with chia pudding, the sort of rule is you want 2 tablespoons a day for your fiber intake. However, we did 8 tablespoons and it is a huge amount. So I'm going to put that into 5 servings rather than 4. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna do like a squeeze in there like that. Now I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on each of these. And then what I'm gonna do is 1 biscuit per one. I'm going to sprinkle these bickies on top. Like I said, 1 per one. Now I'm just going to cut these strawberries and add them on top. This is what my breakfasts look like. These ones are so cute. I think my mom just got these from Kmart. They're literally the cutest. Now this is the fun part. We get to try each thing we make. So let's try our strawberry cheesecake chia pudding. Guess you can call it an overnight chia pudding because the rest of them are gonna be overnight, but this one here was done a couple hours ago. Let's try it. That is insane. Wow. That is one of the best chia puddings I've ever made. The next thing I'm going to move on to is my spaghetti. I'm going to chuck in our lean beef mince with some olive oil. And we're going to add some vegeta. This is the best. Okay, whilst that's cooking, I'm going to cut up some carrots to go in here because I just like to add some fiber and some nutrients into my spag bowl. People who peel their carrots, I envy you, but I don't have time for that. So we're not going to worry about that personally. These are also the tiniest carrots ever. This is not a tutorial, but I do have little tips. A tip with red meat is you do not want it to be like undercooked. So you don't want any liquid or anything like that to come out of it. You want to cook it all off. So I'm not going to add anything else until that's truly cooked all off. I'm going to put in a can of tomato paste. Now we're going to cook this off on the bottom. And I'm going to add some mixed herbs as well. Then I add one of these like passata sauces. And then if you go like this, you get all the leftover passata. You can put that in your pasta and let it simmer down. So personally, I'm not a balsamic girl, but I'm gonna add a little bit of sticky balsamic for that deep, rich flavor. And then we're also gonna add a little bit of Worcestershire. Always have a cooking wine in our house, so I'm gonna put some of this Shiraz in it. And the wine cooks off, but it just, wine in pasta, 10 out of 10. Add a little bit more Vegeta because this is like for the sauce. So for me, I like to add some salt, but I never add salt at the start because Vegeta is quite salty, so I add the salt later, even though I need like 5 times the amount of salt as a regular person. And I've just been letting this spaghetti simmer for probably like 2 hours now. Is someone who likes to let my spaghetti go for quite a while, and I turned it off, so it's still quite hot, but I turned it off because I want to add in our cottage cheese mixture, and I don't want it to be boiling hot when we do that because we might spoil it. So I'm just adding all of this in now, and we're kind of just gonna fold that through this mixture. Usually I boil my pasta. I'm being lazy today. We're gonna put our pasta straight into this spaghetti pot, and it probably won't look as good as it could, but it will honestly taste the same. So in our pasta goes, and we're just going to put it on multi, turn it up. We're going to cook this into our spaghetti today. Our kettle is boiled, and we're just going to add this to our spaghetti. Mix it around. Let me bring you guys over to my pasta, which sometimes you have to add more water if you're cooking your pasta in here. But this is what she is looking like. And just test a piece of our pasta. It's almost ready. I'm gonna let it cook for a little bit longer. Our spaghetti is ready, so we're gonna take it off the heat. Here. Now, on the day that I actually eat it, I love to add cheese on top. You don't have to. Obviously, we've got a lot of cottage cheese in there, so we're getting that cheese protein, but I love cheese, so I usually add more too. Dinner's ready and my breakfasts are in the fridge already. Let's try it. Yum. This week's meals, delectable, delicious. All we're doing for lunch is basically making this pre-made salad. I'm just gonna chuck this into the bowl. The best part about cooking at my house is you always have a little sous chef. Let me show you guys. Are you helping? So cute. She literally sits on her little stool and just watches. It's the sweetest thing I've ever seen. And we're gonna get our chicken. I found some lettuce that's on its last legs. There's not much here, but it'll add a little bit extra. And then I've also got some dill that I bought last week for my meal prep, and we're gonna put her in our Caesar salad because I love dill so much. The only thing about my sous chef is she's very vocal. For our Caesar salad, we're kind of gonna chop it all together, all in sort of like bite-sized pieces. Flaky sea salt, you probably don't have to do this, but I have pots, so I do have to do that. Now, I don't really like mayo or many Caesar dressings, so We don't put it all on. I only put like half of it on because I truly don't like when I can taste anything that tastes like mayo or anything of the sorts. With our cottage cheese. I just wanted to come on here and say I accidentally lost some footage. I don't know how, but basically after I made the Caesar mixture, I then put them into rice paper rolls to make them into like wraps. So I used 2 to 3 rice paper sheets per one to make it into like a bigger wrap. And then I just put this mixture in and I made 3 wraps from this mixture. So I just put this mixture in and then rolled them up. Saying a really cool thing you can also do is the next day when you're ready to eat them is you can air fry them. So I'm going to show you with this one. Obviously it's lettuce and stuff, so this isn't for everyone, but it actually does taste really good. So put it in your air fryer. I only do like a couple minutes. You can put some egg wash on this and it obviously have a better like Maillard reaction, but we're just gonna air fry this and I'll show you guys how it turns out. Opened my Caesar wrap out of the air fryer and I don't know if you guys can hear. It's a little bit crispy. I like to put them into like a little Pyrex glass container so that they're still airtight, just like so. This is what it looks like. Sometimes I have 2 of these for lunch, sometimes I have 3, sometimes I have 1, sometimes I have this and something else, but I just like to have them in there prepared and ready. Oh my gosh. It's so freaking good. It literally tastes like Macca's. I forget how good these are cooked because I have them cold a lot of the time. But they're so good. It tastes like a pickle, like it's delicious. I'm obsessed. I'm gonna go finish the rest of my lunch and I'll get to eat my dinner for dinner. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's the end of this video. If you guys liked this video, let me know because I can definitely make a new one of this. I make a new 3 meals every single week. I hope you guys enjoyed. Mwah. I love you all so much and goodbye.